Today we're making 3 healthy balanced bowls that are absolutely delicious and packed with protein. These make a great lunch or dinner all summer long, and you guys are gonna absolutely love these, so let's get to it. We're getting things started with our chicken poke bowls. These are so yummy. These are actually a Hawaiian recipe, but we're doing a teriyaki chicken version. Usually they have like raw tuna in them, but they are absolutely packed with flavor. We're using edamame and we have mango with a teriyaki sauce. These are so yummy. They only take 15 minutes to make and they have 30 grams of protein per bowl, so let's get to it. For our chicken poke bowls, we're gonna get started with some white rice. I like using white rice because it just cooks faster than brown rice, but you can definitely use brown rice too. I'm gonna give it a really good rinse. We're using jasmine, or you can use basmati for this recipe, and we just have 1 cup of rice with 2 cups of water, and we're just adding it to the rice cooker and then hit plain, or start, whatever your rice cooker does. And then for our chicken breast, I'm using Smart Chicken here, which is an air-chilled chicken. It's just so much better than regular chicken. It doesn't have any like chlorine rinse or any of that yucky stuff in there. And I'm just gonna slice these in half. I'm gonna trim them up first, but Smart Chicken is always like really good about not having a bunch of fat on it, which I also love that because it's just less work. And then we're gonna pour on some teriyaki sauce. I'm obsessed with this Kinder's teriyaki with sesame and ginger right now. And you're just gonna give it a good toss. It has so much flavor and it's just literally, we're not even doing anything else to it. Then as far as ingredients go for our toppings, we're doing some carrots. I like to peel these and then just slice them into ribbons. We also have some cilantro. I like fresh cilantro for this recipe. It just makes it really fresh. And then for our mango, we are gonna start with that little nook right there and just slice down and just go around. We're gonna make 4 cuts in our mango, and then we're just gonna do some grid lines and just go ahead and scoop these out. Next up, we're gonna get our edamame ready. We're just gonna boil this in a couple cups of water. They only need to boil for 4 to 5 minutes, and it says mukomami on there. It just means shelled edamame. That way we don't have to like pop it out of the pods. It just makes it easier. And then just go ahead and strain out that hot water, and we're gonna set this aside for serving. Next up, we're gonna add our chicken into a skillet over medium heat and just cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side until that internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. Once it reaches that temperature, we're gonna tent it with some foil for about 5 minutes or so, and then we're just gonna slice it up into little strips. You can also dice it here, like you can see Hutch in the background. It's so funny. He's such a little food beggar now. Then we're gonna slice up our avocado. I like to just do slices, or you can do like cubes for this. It's just whatever your preference is. Next up, we're just gonna load up those bowls. Our rice is all ready, so we start with a base of that. Then we're gonna add on our teriyaki chicken. We've got our edamame. These are a great snack too. They are really high in protein. My kids love them. With some flaky sea salt, they are so good. Then we've got some sesame seeds. I just throw this right over top of our chicken. It sticks really good on that teriyaki sauce. Then we've got carrots, cilantro, mango, and our avocado slices. And these are ready to serve. I always hit them with a little bit more teriyaki sauce because it's so good. Okay, how good do those bowls look? These are one of my absolute favorites. Next up, we have beef burrito bowls, which are equally delicious, and these are great for on a budget too. We have almost 50 grams of protein per serving, and these only take 40 minutes to make. These are so good. You guys are gonna absolutely love it, so let's get cooking. These beef burrito bowls are full of flavor. We are starting off with some rice again. I'm just using jasmine rice for this recipe. I'm gonna be using some Kettle and Fire bone broth instead of water. This adds 19 grams of protein and a lot of flavor into the rice too. It tastes super good with the beef, and it's just a great combination. Bone broth is super healthy, and I love to use it whenever I can. So we're just gonna do 1 cup of rice with 2 cups of bone broth, and then just pop our rice cooker on plain again. And this will finish up the work for that. We're also doing some black beans and corn for this recipe. I'm just adding them all to the colander and then giving them a good rinse just to get all that syrup off of the black beans and then all the water out of the corn. And we're just gonna heat that on low on the stove top, and then we're gonna get chopping with all of our ingredients. We're using some lettuce. I like romaine hearts for this recipe because it's nice and crisp. We have some jalapeno, red onion, and then lots of cilantro. We're also gonna grate up some cheddar cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you want for this recipe, but I like cheddar. And then we just have some lime wedges that we're just gonna slice up. We're gonna save our avocado for right when we make our bowls. And then as far as the beef goes, we're just gonna brown it over medium heat. I like using an 85-15 for this recipe because it doesn't have too much grease, but it still stays really nice and juicy. And I like to just dab up some of that grease with some paper towels. And then we're gonna add in some taco seasoning, give that a good stir, and then red enchilada sauce, which is my secret to making ground beef tacos so good. Just cook that for a few minutes, let it simmer, make sure there's no pink left, and then we're gonna assemble our bowls. So we're gonna go ahead and dice up our avocado. I like this recipe too because I kind of just make everybody build their own bowls, then they can add all their favorite toppings. I also added some of those Southwest strips and some sour cream, and then we're just gonna load these up. I like to use a slotted spoon for the beef just to leave all that extra sauce in there, and we're gonna start with our rice. Then we've got some black beans and corn, and of course our beef, just a couple scoops of that. Then we're adding all of our toppings. We've got our cheddar cheese, lettuce, onion, our tortilla strips, jalapeno, cilantro, and our lime wedges, and then our avocado. These are so yummy. Add a little sour cream on top to finish it off, and these will be your favorite summer meal. Okay, I am definitely making those all summer long. Next up, we have one of my favorites, which is a Greek chicken tzatziki bowl. These have all those Mediterranean flavors that we know and love, and they are so delicious and really healthy too. These ones have 46 grams of protein, and they only take 40 minutes to make. So let's get cooking. For the Greek chicken bowls, we're gonna start off with our chicken. We wanna get that marinating so it has lots of flavor. We're gonna cut these in half again, just to make 4 thinner chicken cutlets. Then we're gonna add them right into the bowl. For our marinade, we have some olive oil. We're using the juice from half a lemon. We want lots of lemon flavor for this recipe. Then we've got some spices. We're just using dried oregano and basil for this, and salt and pepper. Just make sure that chicken is really nice and coated, and then we're gonna let it sit at room temperature for about 15 minutes. Next up, we're making our homemade tzatziki sauce. I'm using an English cucumber for this because it's not as seedy. Then I'm just gonna peel it and chop it up, just mince it up without the seeds. We also have a garlic clove that we're adding in. You can use more if you want, but raw garlic is really strong, so I'm just using 1 garlic clove. We've got lots of fresh dill. We've got some salt and pepper, and then we're gonna add in our Greek yogurt. You just wanna make sure it's plain Greek yogurt here. It can be any kind of milk. Any of the milk fat is fine, just make sure it's plain. Then we've got a couple tablespoons of olive oil and of course lemon juice. All those traditional seasonings for tzatziki. Give this a nice stir until it's fully combined, and then we're gonna pop it in the fridge. Next, we're gonna start on our couscous, and we're just using a pot. We're gonna heat it up to medium heat on the stovetop, add in some butter, and then just add in that couscous. We're using pearl couscous here, not Mediterranean. Let it cook for a couple minutes. We're gonna add in 1.5 cups of chicken stock and just cook that for about 8 to 10 minutes on low heat. Let it simmer with the lid on. Next up, we're gonna cook our chicken breast on the skillet for 4 to 5 minutes on each side until that internal temperature reaches 165. Then just tent it with some foil. Now our couscous is all done, and you're just gonna remove it from the heat and just cover it up. Then once our chicken sat for about 5 to 10 minutes, we're gonna cut it into slices, and these bowls are ready to assemble. Hutch is ready to eat, of course. We're gonna start with the pearl couscous, then we've got chicken, our homemade tzatziki sauce, then we've got cucumber, olive, and some red onion, and of course feta cheese. And these are all ready. These are absolutely delicious, and you will absolutely love them. That's it, we're all done with these 3 protein-packed bowls. These are so healthy and delicious, and they are great for summer. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe for new recipes every single week. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.